You're wired in. SmallCapVoice.com. Following is a presentation of SmallCapVoice.com, today's leader in investor relations, capital formation, and retail support. Now, with your online business briefing, SmallCapVoice.com's Stuart T. Smith.
Welcome one, welcome all to this online business briefing brought to you by SmallCapVoice.com. And as you heard, I am your host, Stuart Smith, and we are joined today by Allezoe Medical Holdings. The company's traded under the ticker symbol ALZM, and we are speaking with the Chief Executive Officer for the company and Chairman, Michael Gelman. Michael, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to speak to us here at SmallCapVoice.com. And for the listeners who may not be familiar with the business model there at Allezoe, if you would, tell us a little bit about the business model and market for the company.
Sure. Allezoe Medical Holdings is a holding company that really develops and markets cutting-edge medical devices. We have a very nice subsidiary that we're proud of called SureScreen. That's a company that is developing and marketing a medical technology which revolutionizes and will revolutionize the diagnosis and treatment of HPV virus, which is the most common sexually transmitted infection in the world right now. We're in the process of getting FDA approval and clearance for the technology, and when we do, it's something we're very excited about because it's a huge market that we're going to be entering, and we think we can do a lot of good with the technology and have it be very profitable for our shareholder base. In addition to that, the company has an acquisition agreement with BioCube, which is a technology that is a decontamination technology, which doesn't need FDA approval. And as soon as we are finalizing that acquisition, we're going to be able to go to market with that, and hopefully that'll be a very good moneymaker for the company as well.
Very good. Well, we'll touch on each of these in a little bit more detail as the interview goes on. But you're the chairman and CEO, so let's talk a little bit about you and your background, as well as any other key members of the management team and board of directors. Go ahead, Michael.
Sure. I'm a lawyer by trade. I've had a lot of experience in the public company market. Our background is real estate-based and also franchise-based. We started Domino's Pizza of Canada a number of years ago, built it up to over a couple hundred stores. So I am really the business and legal mind of the company's finance group, or the finance guys, I should say. We have some very, very good medical people on our board of directors. Michael Chu is one of our directors. He's a veteran of the healthcare industry with over 30 years of hospital and healthcare management experience. We also have Dr. Carolyn Pinnell on our board of directors. She's a lawyer as well as a doctor, and she has a lot of high-level consulting clients, and she also is the CEO of SureScreen. So we have a very, very good group of people, both running the existing businesses and looking for additional acquisitions.
Looking at the press wire, much of what we've talked about has come up, but you've had a very active 2012 so far, as we are about 7.5 months through it. Talk to me a little bit about what you see as the key milestones for the company so far here in the year 2012.
Well, we've been moving forward with the SureScreen FDA approval process. We have entered into an acquisition agreement for BioCube, as I mentioned. So both of those divisions and future divisions in BioCube are basically moving along very nicely. And today we announced that we entered into a merger agreement with our subsidiary to merge with HealthWatch Systems, which is a company that has the OV Watch product, which I'll talk to you about shortly. That's a very significant acquisition for the company, and we're very, very excited to have made that acquisition. It's subject to their shareholder approval, which we expect to get shortly.
Very good. That's an exciting piece of news, and you're right. We will be talking about all the news in more detail a little bit further along in the audio interview. As the CEO, give us your vision for the company via your personal goals for the company in the remainder of 2012. Where do you see the company going for the rest of the year?
The rest of the year, we're going to focus on getting SureScreen through the regulatory approval so we can bring our great technology to the marketplace. As I said, that's going to be very beneficial for mankind and very, very beneficial financially for our shareholders. Further to that, we want to integrate BioCube once our acquisition is complete into our operations and begin marketing that product. I think that's going to be a moneymaker right away as soon as the acquisition is finished. OV Watch, the company that we just merged with today, HealthWatch System, which owns OV Watch, their website, by the way, is www.ovwatch.com, is an exciting acquisition for us. We want to close the acquisition and bring that great product to market as soon as possible. It already has its FDA 510K approvals, and it's something that we're very, very excited to take to the marketplace. And if you'd like, I can get into what they do and why that company is so special to us right now.
Absolutely. Let's do that. Obviously, the company has a solution for infertility problems. Infertility is something we hear about more and more in the news today as some of the active working professionals choose to have their children later in life. And I know so many people struggle with fertility issues that this is a product that has already garnered a lot of attention via the Doctor's Show, Fox and Friends, the Tyra Banks Show. So not only is it helpful, it is clearly buzzworthy. Let's talk a little bit about the product and how it helps.
Sure. It's many patents on this product. We call it OV Watch, and it's a non-invasive wristwatch-like medical device that provides a 4-day advance notice of ovulation to maximize the opportunities to get pregnant. The product is FDA cleared, as I mentioned, the 510K route. It's being marketed in the United States and also approved in the Canadian and European marketplaces. And as you mentioned, it has got a significant amount of press over the years on the various shows, and we're very, very excited to take it to the marketplace even further. Right now it's available online through a number of different sites, including our own site, which is www.ovwatch.com. Our goal is to really take that out to the marketplace, the e-commerce marketplace, a lot bigger with some great advertising and marketing budgets, and eventually we want to take it throughout the retail network into the various drugstore chains across North America and Europe. It is something that is certainly near and dear to the hearts of couples that are trying to get pregnant. And the interesting thing about this device is not only do when you purchase the device online, the starter kit, it's got a couple different cycles in it as it relates to the lady's ovulation cycle. And in the event pregnancy doesn't occur, refills are able to be purchased on site. The various sensors that we use that are patented to basically alert people as to their ovulation cycle. So it's just not a one-off purchase, much like the razor blades in a razor. As you continue to use the product, you have to stock up. So there's a lot of good recurring revenue. So it's a business model and a device that really fits well with the Allezoe list of devices that we're bringing to the marketplace, and we're very, very excited about the prospects.
Well, that brings up my next question, Michael, and I thank you for pointing that out. You did talk about the business side of it and the recurring revenue, which is always music to the ears of shareholders and potential investors. You've made some very strategic and smart acquisitions so far. Give me your philosophy on the acquisition process. What is an excellent acquisition candidate to you? What do you look for?
We want to find something that's a cutting-edge medical device, something that really has the ability to make a difference worldwide and to be very profitable to our shareholders base. Oftentimes, that type of product needs further FDA approval, as we're finding out with SureScreen. Oftentimes, the BioCube type acquisition is ready to go to market right away. And in the case of the OV Watch, we think it's a cutting-edge medical device that has a huge need in society today. And again, that's ready to go to market and properly marketed. It's in fact in the marketplace, but properly marketed with the right capital behind it. We think it will provide a significant return to our shareholders.
And is that really the key to what Allezoe provides then in this process, is additional capital as well as marketing and management skills and basically the track record, as you pointed out earlier, even with yourself? Is that really what Allezoe is bringing to the table in these discussions with these acquisition candidates?
I think you hit the nail on the head. We have the ability to bring capital to the table. We've got excellent management and experts in various areas that allow us to have a lot of value added to the companies we're acquiring. That's been our business strategy, and it seems to be working.
Excellent. Well, listeners, once again, we are speaking with the chairman and CEO of Allezoe. The company's traded under the ticker symbol ALZM, and that chairman and CEO is Michael Gelman. Michael, thank you so much for your time here today at SmallCapVoice.com. Very exciting company. We look forward to great things from you and your subsidiaries here in 2012 and beyond. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Listeners, if you'd like to reach the company, you can do so by hitting the media department at Allezoe, that's ALLEZOE.com. You can visit them at their website as well, ALLEZOE, that's Allezoe.com. Well, for Michael Gelman, this is Stuart Smith saying thanks so much for listening.
SmallCapVoice.com, today's leader in investor relations, capital formation, and retail support, provides its clients with the highest level of service. Our audio interviews are disseminated to one of the largest opt-in audiences available today. How? We at SmallCapVoice.com believe in aligning and affiliating ourselves with other leaders within the investor relations community. By sharing resources, each affiliated firm is made that much stronger and each client is served that much better. Our focus is to identify and provide the very best financial services and solutions available to clients and their shareholders. For more information about our services, please call us at 512-267-2430 or visit us on the web at www.smallcapvoice.com. This is a broadcast of SmallCapVoice.com, a financial communications and investor relations firm. SmallCapVoice.com receives payment for investor relations and financial consulting services that it provides to its clients. You should assume that officers, directors, and employees of SmallCapVoice.com or financial analysts mentioned and their families hold a position and intend to trade in these securities for their own accounts. This is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell securities. Information in this broadcast is presented solely for informative purposes and is not intended to be, nor should it be construed as, investment advice. As in all investments, an investment in a featured company carries an investment risk. Listeners should review the company thoroughly with a registered investment advisor or registered stockbroker. This broadcast does not purport to be a complete study of the featured company or other companies mentioned. Information used and statements of fact have been obtained from the featured company and other sources but not verified nor guaranteed by SmallCapVoice.com as to completeness or accuracy. Such information is subject to change without notice.